Happy offseason, everybody, with the Super Bowl in the books. That means we are just one step closer to free agency. And a lot of you football fans probably already know this is bound to be one of the craziest offseasons in league history. A lot of blockbuster trades are going to go down. A lot of quarterbacks will be shifted around. And in this particular video, this particular series really, we're experimenting with the New York Jets' many possibilities at quarterback and with the second overall pick in this year's draft. In past videos, I've had Sam Darnold traded away and brought in the likes of Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz. I've also experimented with them drafting Justin Fields, seeing how he would do under new head coach Robert Saleh. And I plan on making other videos where they draft the likes of Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, who else knows. But in this particular video, I had them trade for Las Vegas Raiders quarterback Derek Carr. There have been talks the last couple seasons about the Raiders moving on from Carr. And so I figured, why not try this trade? If the Raiders get rid of Carr, they would inevitably need a quarterback themselves. And so I gave them young gun over here, Sam Darnold, only 24 years old. Why not give him a shot? On top of that, I gave them our late first-round pick. Keep in mind the Jets have 2 first-round picks this year, the second overall pick and the 23rd overall pick. I gave them the late first-round pick, the 23rd overall pick, as well as our third-round pick. We have 2 third-round picks this season, and I gave them the later third-round pick as well. The screen here will probably simplify what I'm trying to explain, but this is the trade that we did, and it went through. I think this is quite generous from the Jets' perspective. Derek Carr's a little older. That being said, he has the potential to be one of the top elite quarterbacks in the league. So let's see if Derek Carr can help turn this franchise around, and we'll see what we're going to be able to do. Okay, here we are at the draft, and I want to just run through this Madden simulated first round of the draft, give us a bit of a mock. Could be fun. Jaguars are up. They're expected to take Trevor Lawrence. We'll see if the computer says that they do. And they do. And now here we are, Jets with a number 2 overall pick. Again, we had 2 first round picks, and we traded our later one, the 23rd overall pick, I believe it was, to the Las Vegas Raiders for Derek Carr. But luckily, we still have this incredible pick at number 2. Go ahead and make our selection. Now, in past videos, I've spent this number 2 pick on Jamar Chase. I even spent one on Sewell. But I think for this video, we want to shake it up just a little bit. And I know Derek Carr likes to rely on his incredible tight end. And so I think we're going to spend our second overall pick on this once-in-a-lifetime tight end in Kyle Pitts out of Florida. And Pitts ends up being a 75 hidden dev. So we'll see what that does for us later on in the season. All right, continuing on to the rest of the first round, the Falcons with number 3 take Penei Sewell. At 4, Dolphins take Micah Parsons. The Bengals go, oh my goodness gracious. If you've been watching these videos, the Bengals have been taking a quarterback at nearly every single time they had the 5th overall pick. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, Justin Fields is on the Bengals. The Eagles take Jamar Chase. Lions with Devontae Smith. Panthers go Rashad Bateman. The Broncos go with Nixon. Cowboys take Jalen Waddle. Giants go Gregory Rousseau. 49ers with Trayvon Mulrig. Vikings go Patrick Surtain. Chargers go with Caleb Farley. And the Patriots go Christian Barmore. Cardinals go with outside linebacker. The Las Vegas Raiders, which was their original pick, this one, they went with Rashawn Slater. The Dolphins take Trey Smith. Washington football team go Wyatt Davis. The Bears take Christian Darrisaw. The Colts go with a tight end. Titans take Jalen Phillips. And now here, this next Raiders pick is the one that they took from us. This is the one we gave to them. So let's see what they do with it. They go with outside linebacker Joseph Asai. The Steelers take Nick Bolton. Jaguars with their second pick in the first round take Javon Holland. The Browns go with Darion Kendrick. Ravens take Sean Wade. The Saints take Kwity Paye. Bills go with Zaven Collins. Packers take Carlos Basham. The Chiefs do Terrace Marshall. And finally, with the final pick, Super Bowl champion Buccaneers go with J.C. Horn. Okay, here's a look at the Jets heading into the 2021 season. A lot of free agency pickups, a lot of pickups in the draft. Let's check them all out. We'll start here with Derek Carr. 83 overall star dev. He's 30 years old, and he's got 2 years left on his current contract. And we'll see if he produces the way we want before we even think about re-signing him. Next to him in free agency, we picked up Marlon Mack. He's an 85 overall star dev. And as you can see in the wide receiver area, we went into free agency and we picked up Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown and Derek Carr were teammates very, very briefly, and we decided to bring him back here, see if we could get a career resurgence here with the now Super Bowl champion Antonio Brown, who is an 82 overall normal dev at 33 years old. In the draft, we picked up Samuel Cosmi, and we're putting him over at right tackle. He's 71 normal dev. And of course, here's our second overall pick, Kyle Pitts, 75 overall, hidden dev. We've got one more pick up here from the draft that you might be surprised to see, and that's that in the third quarter, Mac Jones was still available. I was so surprised to see Mac Jones still on there, along with a bunch of other quarterbacks. I think maybe here in Madden, so many quarterbacks are on the move this offseason. A lot of teams are relying on a veteran to be their answer than a young guy. So yeah, here we are in the third round, and Mac Jones is just staring at us right in the face. Knowing that Derek Carr had 2 years left, I figured, why not go for this kid in case Derek Carr doesn't work out? We've got a solid backup. He'll learn under Derek Carr and see how the NFL works, at least for this first season. Maybe he starts next year. We don't know. It all depends on how Derek Carr performs, but this was a pretty big pickup, I'd say, for the Jets. On the defensive side of the ball, we were thankfully able to re-sign a lot of former players. Like we got Marcus May back and Brian Poole back, which we're excited about. We also got Jordan Jenkins back, and in free agency, we picked up Correa just to help balance this linebacker set out. And keep in mind, with Robert Saleh, the Jets are most likely switching from a 3-4 to a 4-3. So we also got Solomon Thomas at D-tackle and drafted a couple other guys as depth. And we picked up Carlson at kicker. So let's hop into our first game here. I like to play the moments just to see what Derek Carr looks like and get a feel for how the team is working this year. Okay, first quarter here. I guess the Patriots have the ball. It's third down, and the Jets can't hold them. Let's try and hold them here. And we hold them to a field goal, better than a touchdown. And Derek Carr and the Jets are in the red zone, and we only get a field goal as well. We're in the red zone again. Let's see what they're able to do here. Another field goal kick. Patriots score a touchdown. We're down by 4 right before the half, 2-minute drill, and halftime it's 10-6. Defense needs to hold them. Third down, Patriots score yet another touchdown. Third down alert, let's see what the Jets are able to do on their own. Red zone, third down, I guess we kick another field goal. So the Jets have yet to score a touchdown, and the Patriots just scored. Fourth down alert, might be too late to dig him out of this one. 4th and inches, let's see if we can just get over the line here with Marlon Mack. Here's a look at the offense. Derek Carr at the helm. He hands it off, and that's an easy first down, maybe more. Uh-oh, there's a flag. Looks like Jamison Crowder held. And that's turnover on downs? Great. Third down alert. Right, it's 3rd and 10 here. Marlon, did he get the first down? 4th and inches. Oh, Derek Carr. Come on, man. Okay, we're in the red zone. 1 yard line. The clock is running down. Okay, what's the point, right? Well, not a great game here by the Jets and Derek Carr, losing 27-16. Derek Carr with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. 300 yards. Rushing wise, Marlon Mack, nearly 50 yards. In receiving, looks like Antonio Brown is a staple in this offense. Nearly 150 receiving yards with 1 touchdown. Kyle Pitts with only 2 receptions. This loss hurts because we're not only starting the year 0-1, but that's a division rival we lost to. So definitely does not help us. But we'll send to the midseason and see how the Jets are looking this first year with Derek Carr. Okay, heading into week 9, the Jets are only 2-5. That's 4 wins behind in the division. And, while that 2 wins does match the final season record for the Jets last season, this is not an ideal record for any team at any point. Derek Carr not having a very impressive year. 1,600 yards is pretty low. With 9 touchdowns, he ranks 32nd in the league, but at least his interceptions are relatively low. Rushing-wise, nothing super impressive here either. Marlon Mack has yet to score a touchdown, but Perrine, the touchdown machine, if you've been watching these videos, leads the team with 3, and I guess our third string has 2. Receiving-wise, Crowder leads in yardage, but Antonio Brown is close behind, and he has 3 touchdowns himself. And Denzel Mims stepping up with 3 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts only 1 touchdown, but over 250 yards already. I'd say this is a slow-moving offense so far with Derek Carr at the helm, and we'll hope that they can pick up some slack here heading into the postseason. Just a little nervous to push this button because Robert Saleh has been fired within the first year before. So let's see if the Jets are able to do something. Gosh darn it, we've been fired. If you watched any of the other videos I've made, this happened with Deshaun Watson first year. They weren't able to turn it around, and for some reason they only wanted to give Robert Saleh a 1-year shot at it. Let's see how the Jets finish this year. Only 4 wins, only 2 more wins the whole rest of the season. 4 wins total. Finished 3rd to last in the entire league. They're going to get, instead of the 2nd overall pick, looks like they're going to get the 3rd overall pick. Stats-wise, again, fairly modest numbers here for Derek Carr. 25 touchdowns to 13 interceptions isn't terrible, but again, you just want these numbers to be a little higher. Rushing yards, I should just stop drafting or picking up running backs when I make these videos. I should just keep Perrine as the starter because he produces, at least when it comes to touchdowns. Receiving, Antonio Brown led the team in both receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. So maybe he's back. Tight end Kyle Pitts comes in 2nd when it comes to receiving yards, and he had 4 touchdowns himself. Very impressive rookie year. Denzel Mims finally steps up here, over 500 yards with 5 touchdowns, and I'm going to guess that Crowder got injured at some point along the way. He only had 43 receptions, but even then, 560 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not bad. Keelan Doss also came in and helped out with 5 touchdowns. Defense-wise, C.J. Mosley led the team with tackles. Only 5 sacks from Quinnen Williams. You hope to see those numbers a little higher. And our free agent pickup, Correa, led the team with interceptions. No super surprising stats. I'd say our receiving core really impressed. I think that's a group with a bright future. Okay, wow, looks like in Trevor Lawrence's rookie season, he's headed to the Super Bowl against the reigning champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And while we're here, we'll check out some yearly awards. MVP went to Aaron Rodgers again. No one from the Jets nominated. Okay, so Derek Carr was not nominated for any of the yearly awards. Trevor Lawrence obviously winning Rookie of the Year. Kyle Pitts coming in 4th for that honor. And there were no other Jets on any other lists. We're going to advance into the offseason. I highly doubt we get job offers from anyone else. But if we do, by some shot, we'll be able to advance some more seasons and see how the Jets fare with Derek Carr at quarterback. So we were offered a job by the only team who did worse than us, and that's the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm just going to take it so we can sim through these next couple seasons and see what the Jets end up doing at quarterback. Okay, heading into week 1 of his 2nd season with the Jets, Derek Carr is 81 star dev. Should be 1 year left on his contract. And if I were still the coach of the Jets, depending on how Derek Carr performs, if at maybe mid-season he still has pretty low numbers, I'm putting in Mac Jones to see how that kid does. At this point, Jones is a 72 normal dev. Can only go up from here. I'd say they give him a shot. Looks like Kyle Pitts ended up being a 79 overall star dev. But right now, he's 2nd string to, I suppose, free agency pickup David Njoku. Whatever. I mean, not my team anymore. Checking in on Sam Darnold here, it looks like he was able to agree to an extension with the Raiders, and he's 76 normal dev at 25 years old. Alright, just going to send the playoffs here and see what happens with the Jets. Okay, wow. Here we are in the 2022 playoffs, and the Jets have made the playoffs with the number 4 seed. Jets actually won their division 9-7, and Derek Carr having a season we wanted to have just 1 year ago, nearly 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, and only 13 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Marlon Mack started to get into a groove and figure out what worked best for him. Over 1,000 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. Receiving-wise, I think Antonio Brown retired, but that didn't stop this group from producing. Jamison Crowder, 1,300 yards and 12 touchdown receptions. Offseason addition Anthony Miller with a solid year, 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Kyle Pitts, after being benched to David Njoku, still came out with 800 yards and 5 touchdown receptions. The Jets have passed the wild card and are now in the divisional round. And I'll advance to next week and see if they can make it to the conference championship. That would be incredible. And it looks like the Jets cannot get past the 3 seed Cleveland Browns, who are always incredible in this game. But that was a very, very solid run by this New York Jets team. I know I mentioned before if Derek Carr didn't start producing, I would bench him for Mac Jones. But now that comes into question. I think Derek Carr, if we believe he can keep those numbers up, deserves to remain the starter. We re-sign him to a new deal. But that's not up to me anymore. That's up to the computer now to decide what they do with Derek Carr. Looks like the Browns made it to the Super Bowl with the Saints, and the Browns topped the Saints 47-20. Okay, here we are in the following season, heading into week 1. It looks like the Jets did decide to re-sign Derek Carr. Derek Carr, 80 star dev at 32 years of age. Let's check out his contract. Signed him for an additional 2 more years. Also signed backup Cam Newton, and there's Mac Jones still. Looks like he's now the 3rd string quarterback, 73 normal dev. Okay, I didn't plan to keep this video going, but my curiosity had peaked when they had signed a Derek Carr to another 2 years. Looks like for this following season, the Jets only went 7-9. Derek Carr was still some pretty high passing yards, but his touchdowns have depleted and his interceptions have risen. With 1 year left on his contract, let's see how he's able to do. Alright, final year of this current deal with the Jets and Derek Carr. Derek Carr, 78, still star dev. And it looks like in the offseason we picked up Jalen Hurts and Cole Quick in the draft. Mac Jones is nowhere to be found. Here he is. Mac Jones is a backup quarterback to Kyler Murray for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But it looks like Kyler is injured. He's going to be out for the next 5 weeks, which means Mac Jones is going to get his NFL debut and a chance to shine as a potential starter for an NFL franchise. And the Raiders are still going strong with Sam Darnold, who is 27 years old. Normal dev still, but a 79 overall. Okay, let's see what Derek Carr is able to do final year of his deal. Well, the Jets declined pretty rapidly there, only winning 4 games. Derek Carr, though, nearly 5,000 passing yards, but the 24 touchdowns was not enough to get over 4 wins for the Jets this season, it seems like. Looks like the rushing game was relatively weak for them as well. Receiving-wise, they had 3,000-yard receivers, one of them being former number 2 overall pick, Kyle Pitts. Robert Saleh has been fired from the Cardinals, but it looks like the Jets have also fired their coach and for some reason want us back. Just to remain ethical and keep this realistic, I'm not going to go back to the Jets. I just want to see what they end up doing with Derek Carr at quarterback. Okay, looks like the Jets have moved on from Derek Carr. They're sticking with Jalen Hurts as a starter. Looks like Mac Jones has found a starting position and a new home with the Atlanta Falcons. Age 26, he's 75 normal dev. But I can't seem to find Derek Carr. Derek Carr must have retired, or maybe he's a free agent. There he is, free agent Derek Carr. I think this is as good a place as any to end this video. I hope that piqued your curiosity. And according to Madden here, the Jets' future with Derek Carr is not very bright. So thank you so much for watching. If you have suggestions for more videos like this, please leave a comment down below. And make sure you check out bestavailableplayer.com for more cool content like this.